don't know. I don't know how to get to it now. On my tubes. On my tubes. The ball cooler? I don't have balls. What are you talking about? Am I live on YouTube? Oh, okay. Done. No, this is not for children. Xavier, you were too early. We will get started on redeems soon, okay? Just a lot of trying to set things up. Okay. Okay, it seems to be working though, I think. Wait. Yes. Ah. Okay. Holy shit. I mean, my laptop is trying. Wait. Maybe let me open it up on my phone. My laptop is struggling. It's struggling. It is. Also, I might only be live. Oh wait, am I live in both vertical and horizontal? Wait, I see people in chat. Hi. Hey, chat. Oh, that felt weird. I never call you guys chat. Gross. Hi, Malum and Laszlo, Lemon Slut, Trey. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Do I have 2 streams going though? Bitch. I'm live on both. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. That's great. That's awesome. How cooked is she, chat? She finally got... The funny thing is that I wasn't actually calling you guys chat. I was like literally talking to the chat box. Like, oh, it's working. It's active. You don't call us chat? Not like, hey, chat. I sometimes do, like, if I'm having a conversation with like a friend, I'm like, oh, so I was talking to my chat. But even then, often I'll say like my community or something. Yeah, so what I did on that, because I don't even have the vertical thing open on YouTube, or sorry, in OBS. I just am using the automatic thing on YouTube where it like automatically creates a vertical. So I think it might have the same chat. Let me double check. Hello? What? Ah. It's all messed up. Okay. It does not have the same chat? Oh, dang. Okay. I think they're both coming in to the multi-chat widget, though, so that's good. That's good. Let me do a quick little apology and explanation to YouTube, because I did not go live on Sunday here. Oh my god, now I have hiccups. Okay, as you know, I'm away from home. I have been having trouble making everything work the way that I need it to work here. So I'm actually going to return home sooner than planned. So I will be back home on Thursday. And so we'll have our regular setup. No, Xavier, it's not that. It's just it's been tricky to to get it all working. So thank you for gifting a sub to Atone for Your Sins 69. Who are you sending that message to? Was that for accidentally calling you guys chat? Okay, so I don't have the separate chats open for the vertical and horizontal, but I think they are both being like filtered into the multi-chat. God, I look awful on the vertical chat. It looks terrible. It's way too close. Way too close. Get out of my face, YouTube. That is way too tight a crop. Oh well. Terrible, yeah. Pretty much. So yes, I'll be back to like normal content on Thursday. But for now, we're just gonna hang out. Is anyone watching this not horizontal? I think a few people. It looks like I could see down your throat. What the hell? That's such a weird comment. Like if I didn't know you, but if like a new chatter said that, I'd be so uncomfortable. I doubt you meant it in a weird way, but that's a weird comment. Hi Amorn. You're glowing like a ghost. Look, I can't help that, but I feel like, yeah, the vertical crop is just awful. You can see my adenoids. What the fuck is that? What is that? Anyways, yes. So tonight we're just hanging out. We're just Wait. Is my mouth and my voice synced up on YouTube? My tonsils are called adenoids. You're scared to go back. That's fair. It looks the same. Aces. I mean, I guess that makes sense because we were changing how like OBS was doing it. But you made me sound like some sick freak. Well, it's because it's because I care, Buddha. I'm teaching you how to not sound like a sick freak. Hi, Wrecker. We are I mean, technically. Also, Malum, thank you for watching on YouTube. Look, I know YouTube is like, I can't recommend the vertical right now. I have not cropped that. That's a YouTube auto crop. I couldn't in good conscience recommend that. But oh my goodness, Himiko. Hi, goddess Himiko. Hello. Hello. Chat is the fourth person word in the English language. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know. I think grammarians disagree. I think it's just a new, like, second person plural. Himiko, how was your stream? What were you guys getting up to? Welcome. Your internet's being a butt right now, so you're gonna dip for a bit. Alright, Chompy's gonna go dip in the butt. I hear ya. As long as you don't use the thanks chat in the drive-thru. What's a new second person plural? Chat. Because it's the same as saying you guys. Except for it is a little different because it's often like an imaginary, like it's not always people that are there, let alone an actual chat. Like kids are saying it not even to like a group of their friends, but just like as a, like saying like, yeah, chat, are we cooked, when they're not even like talking to a bunch of people. So it is different, but I don't know, some time ago I read some big discussion amongst pedantic grammarians, and it would only be fourth wall breaking if they actually were being observed by those people, though. They don't exist. Breaking the fourth wall is like acknowledging the audience that's there. But the audience isn't there. This is something different. The only proper second person plural is y'all. Well, it does work. Are you acknowledging us? No, not you. Can you go back to saying dear audience? I would love it if you did. Also, Devil used to know hello. You guys, okay, sorry, I'm all distractible. You guys, make sure you're following Goddess Himiko. Himiko. Would you like a little name, Tracy? And, oh, I didn't mean to be saying like Tracy. Anyways, would you like a name, Trace? And, then I can start paying attention to actual redeems. You're going through a period of emotional drought. You're afraid you'll lose your temper and kidnap me? Who the fuck says that? Aladdin. What the fuck, Aladdin? That's so fucked up. Especially, like, implying that, like, you would, like, fill your emotional well by kidnapping someone. That's so fucked up. I'm not okay with that. I don't agree. Like, I don't know, go pet a puppy or something, but don't steal the puppy. That wasn't on Twitch, that was on YouTube. Allie, hi Allie. Hello Allie. How you doing over on YouTube? Yes, thank you to everyone who is watching on YouTube. Even for this shitty ass janky laptop stream, because things may be not perfectly working, but we are still working towards goals. Okay, and one of those goals is unlocking the YPP. Hadoken, thank you for watching on YouTube. Don't look at the extremely close-up crop. Don't do that. Don't look. Yeah. Duke, thank you. You guys, thank you for watching. Yeah, because every little bit that you guys watch over there is working towards the watch hour goal. Also, if you haven't subbed to my YouTube channels, that also would be really great. Hi Riddick, hi Afton Summers, Ronan the Deal Maker, hello. So, I do have to say, this, I'm using the multi-chat that comes through Restream.io. It does not convey when people just like say hi with the wavy hand. So I will try to look at other sources to catch that. But if I don't respond to that, that is accidental and I'm very sorry. Hi Winterwind. The crop's as wide as it could be. On the horizontal should look the same as on Twitch. The vertical is way too close. I'm really sorry, vertical watchers. I don't mean to be like so up in your business. This was YouTube's auto crop. It's not okay. This is not how I would have chosen to do it. I'm sorry for being so close. Just plus you're like super stinky, so it sucks all around, but the vertical is closer than a grandma on FaceTime. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, am I grandma? Hi, Trunks. Yeah, you guys got that vertical stank on you. Hi, Smiling Frog. What happened to the library? I'm out of town. I'll be back home for next stream. I play is crazy. Shake and bake, hi. You don't see any prunes? The prunes are downstairs. Yeah, the thumb on the corner of the camera in FaceTime too, yeah. Oh, hi there. Chaos Cage. I did not, Muse. I would never. Is it colder downstairs? Yes. But it also has terrible Wi-Fi downstairs. For some reason, when they decided to set up the Wi-Fi in this house, they put it in on the highest level in a back corner room. And I'm like, why isn't the router like in the middle of the house so that it has like equal reach? They're like, I don't know. So I am in the room where the Wi-Fi router is. Go get a prune? No, I'm okay now because I've got this. You guys forced me. I want it on the record. Forced me to turn on this fan, which I had turned off for the sake of noise levels. And you took pity on me. But they believe it would pick up the strongest signal from the tower, maybe. Your cats are glued to the screen. Oh, hi there, Puss. The van is fine. Which D&D character? Oh, yes! My D&D character, which maybe we'll return to that game or not, was an old lady named Ingeborg. I miss playing Ingeborg. Did Himiko say whether she wanted a name trace? I may have just straight up missed it. I don't have any effects. We are raw dogging this ASMR. The good thing about the fan noise is it kind of blanks out the noise of the screaming hooligans outside. You vote for a full grammar accent stream one day. I did do a full stream where I cosplayed as Ingeborg and did old age makeup and a wig. And I did the whole stream in that voice. Spirit City's on sale. Yes! There's a new expansion. I was gonna get keys for you guys and for myself, but I just haven't been doing the co-working streams recently because of Quasimodo issues. Hey Andy J. It was a great stream. Thank you. I was pretty proud of that makeup. Who's Decker Kane? Wait, from wait. That was shut the fuck up. Loved how chill she was when she was transported into Ravenloft, Shadowfell. Dude, she's spunky. She's spunky. Oh, from Diablo. Oh, okay. I don't remember that character, actually. Okay. Well, stay a while and listen. No, the first game that got me into gaming as an adult, like not counting the, you know, little CD-ROM games I played as a kid. The first game that got me into gaming was Diablo 2. But I don't really remember it much, except for having fun with it. No, DJ, no apologies necessary. You spent time looking up info and giving me info, and there's a lot going on here, and the tech aspect is a big part of why I'm going home early, but it's not the only part. I am struggling to just like get all the shit done that I need to do, because there's just a lot going on here, and it's been very emotional as well. And yeah, I was overly optimistic about my capacity here, so he's the one used to identify gear. Yeah, no, I need to replay it. That would actually be really fun to replay Diablo 2, because I barely remember it, and it was such a like I'd never like played like a proper like game before, and so it was also just like mind-blowing to me. Arathalis, welcome and thank you for the follow. Hello. That would be fun to stream. Yeah. They remade it with updated graphics. I don't know. I kind of would want to play like the... Can you still get it with the OG graphics? Oh, thank you, Arathalis. Thank you. Am I saying your name right? I'm also, yeah, this setup is also like, I've got a couple of very bright lights very close to my face, which is uncomfortable in the eyes. It also means that it like, it's either washing me out too much, or if I put my hand in the way of it, it casts the most insane shadows that makes me look like such like a ghoulish skull. Like, I look somewhere in the middle, right? But the shadows it casts makes it look like I've got like these crazy like rocky crevasses on my face, like the Inga bulge is really coming to the surface, and I don't look that ghoulish in real life, but I also have more features. See, it's making me look so shadowed. Anyways, it's just not ideal. It's just not ideal. I have been rocking some insane eye bags lately though, because I'm just so exhausted. Are you this pale? No. I'm close to it, but this is definitely like the light this close to my face is washing me out more. But I am very pale. I am genuinely very pale, but yet not exactly like this. You guys have seen like pictures of me where it captures my actual skin tone. It's pretty pale. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing things, probably. You know, just probably, most likely. You glow in the dark. Yep, pretty much. Where am I? Where am I? What the fuck am I? You know, I'm gonna pop you out, I think. Am I? Wait. Xavier, are you still here? Oh my god. Someone cleaned up my request queue. That makes it a lot easier to manage. Xavier! Yay! Let me read you an affirmation card. If you want to play the original, you'd need the discs. Oh, okay. You're redheaded. Yeah, like, look, this isn't my natural hair color, obviously, but I do have, like, redhead genes. I've got, like, a bit of a red tint to my hair naturally. I've got redheads in my family. I freckle. So, look, I don't tan at all. I mean, I guess technically I do, because, like, the parts of my body that never get any sunlight, like my arms are like not as pale as like my butt. So I guess technically I tan a little bit, but it's not like tanning. I think at this point your neon glowing white coming from your skin on streams is iconic. I'm glad it's coming across that way. I feel like I still have not completely nailed how I want things to look. Unpaling. Yeah, I'm less pale. What the freckle? Okay, Xavier. Here is your card. Okay. My future is glorious. Your future is glorious. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is amazing. That's a pretty good one. Moonbeam Luna. Hi, Luna. Hello, how are you? Ghoulish Crevasses band name. Ooh, maybe that'll be like the new hot single that Bitch Litter drops. Life is brutal at the moment. Oh, girl. I know. You could buy the remade Diablo 2 and play with classic graphics. It's in the settings. Oh, okay. Aces. Wonderful. Buddha would also like some cards. Alright, okay. Also, if Ayami is still here, but I think Ayami went to bed, but if you're still here, let me know. And also Floral, I think, is not here or lurking, but, you know, just like, let me know. Okay, advice card for Buddha. God, girl summer, it really is. It really is. I'm out here, I mean, not when it's this hot, but in the evenings I've been wearing my fishnet hoodies, you know? You're gonna lurk because it's 5:09 a.m. Oh my goodness, Xavier. I hope you get some wonderful sleep. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get to your routine. I hope you sleep well. Thanks, Luna. Not gonna lie, it's been a tough time. Real talk. Yesterday, I cried hard. But that was cathartic, and afterwards I was able to, like, be like, okay, what do I actually need to do, you know, and, like, break it down a little bit more, so. Oh, Jesus. Buddha, I drew you an advice card, but I think it gave me one instead. But it might still apply to you too, but it's kind of weird. Hold on. Reconsider your commitments. So, yeah. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of the word no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. Yeah. It was difficult just like sitting down. I'm like, I want to do all of it. It's all important. And I want to do it all. And just being like, I literally cannot. Like, it is literally impossible. Even if I had like, I was like, even if I went into like a crazy like hypomania, it's too much. Do you think you'll make the watch hours before YouTube changes it to 8K? I sure fucking hope so, Trunks. That is the goal. That is the goal. So, a massive thank you to everyone who's watching from YouTube right now, because you are actively helping me work towards that. And yeah, I do still have plans to start uploading regular, like uploaded videos to this channel, as well as the live streams. So, yeah. Okay. Let's do an affirmation card for Buddha. We'll get there. Honestly, I feel like the sub, why am I struggling with that word? Like, just the sub count, might be even harder, you know? So that's something I'm gonna have to really work. I might have to do okay. I've been streaming for almost 4 years now, which is crazy. And I've never like advertised myself anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I've never like, except for like, I've got like a, you know, Twitter and Blue Sky, but like no one follows me on that. So, but like, I've never just like posted in other people's Discords or, you know, the various Reddit groups that are out there where you can be like, oh, I've never done that. But maybe I should try doing. I just, you know, this has all been entirely just from Twitch until this past like less than a year that I've been also streaming on YouTube. Yes, Jake, you are. Time to get you on a cutie stream. Like Cutie Cinderella? Or does that mean something else? Yeah. Dude, it would actually... This sounds... I think she'd be really cool to talk to, actually. She seems pretty rad. We have a lot of weird things in common, which I don't mean that to come across parasocially. Like, I'm not in a parasocial way, but just like literally, because I love the Wine About It podcast that she does with Valkyrie, so I watch that. But just, yeah, lots of weird coincidences. I am also an ex-Mormon, yeah, and a lot of like the mental health stuff and like similar diagnoses with like OBS, oh my god, OCD, and just similar things. Anyways, she also just is like, I don't know, it's so tough when you're struggling with things like that, and then she keeps on going, and doing cool events and content. I admire that. She is really funny. Yeah. She's when I first, like, this is going back a ways, like when I first saw clips of her, I was like, damn, she seems kind of mean. But then once you realize that's her sense of humor, which I think I worry about that sometimes when people come into my stream and they just hear me like saying something awful to Buddha. OBS is a diagnosis. It kind of feels that way. It is a mental health issue, yeah. So don't mind me crying in the corner. I'm sorry. You saw me in that stream earlier and you said, "Sup, ham water." Okay. Let me do let me do a nice, like, affirmation card for you. She strikes you as inauthentic. I mean, I think that to some degree, a lot, like probably most streamers, and especially if you're a big streamer, you kind of have to be a little bit, like, just to protect yourself and censor certain things. But I actually think she's, like, very blunt and transparent about a lot of things too. I think that she's just someone that, like, if you watch more of her content, you get to know her style of talking and humor, then it's easier to see that. But I definitely, like, when I first saw clips of her, I was like, oh, wait, is she mean? What do you guess is the rate of people who leave the I have no idea. I have no idea. You did take the opportunity. Hi, Naraldi. Hello from Brazil. Hello. How are you doing? One of 10 people born into it? Maybe. Maybe. I left when I was a teenager, so it's been a long time. I'm streaming on 2 platforms now? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Okay, Buddha. You offended too. You left when you were 16? Wait. I know you've talked about Mormons. I didn't know you were, like, actually a Mormon, though. I thought you just, like, knew Mormons or, like, were familiar with it. I guess I totally misunderstood that. Alright, Buddha. Here's your affirmation. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working toward optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy, but the universe is like, fuck you, body. Maybe next time. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. Did the live stream start a long time ago? No, nope. When did I go live on YouTube? How long have I been live on YouTube? About 40 minutes ago. Do you think there's a lot of Mormons on Twitch? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Probably not. But I don't know. Y'all fuck with Diet Coke. I don't drink a lot of cola. It's not my favorite type of pop. But caffeine, hell yeah. A fridge cig? Wait, is that what you call Diet Coke? I don't like Dr. Pepper. I prefer, lighter flavors. If I am having like a brown pop, oh, I don't like that. A brown colored soda. I'd rather have a root beer. A Diet Coke is a fridge stick. I've never heard that. I did go through a very short phase. So I grew up not having any caffeine. And then as soon as I left high school, I moved to England. Had my first cup of black tea. I'd never had tea before. And also temporarily got addicted to Diet Coke with lime. Am I aware of how many books I've read on stream? Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. I have read... God, I'm asking too much of my laptop right now. It's in the fucking About Me section. Just scroll the fuck down. What the hell? Why am I in some old fucking... Okay. My laptop can't handle tabs right now, so you're gonna have to do the work for me. It's literally in my About Me. Is that 6, 7? That's... Oh. That wasn't a genuine question. I see. You're setting me up. You love bitter lemon soda in the UK. Okay, do you know what soda I've really enjoyed in the UK that does not exist probably anywhere else because it's insane? Dandelion and burdock. Okay, which are both like bitter roots that are used for medicinal purposes. But for some reason, dandelion and burdock, obviously it had like sweetener in it, but like it was just like a pop. You love it with your fish and chips. So recently I went down a little rabbit hole. Apparently you can get like dandelion and burdock like almost like bitters, you know, like when you get a bottle of bitters, or like a tincture that you could then like, because I'm like, if I can find one, it needs to be sugar free, and then if I can just like make some bubbly water in my soda stream and add the dandelion and burdock, that would be so good. I don't remember the brand. I think I was getting like Tesco brand, you know, but I really liked it. You know what I find really funny? So I'm going to talk wordy for a second. So the word dandelion comes from the French dent de lion, which means lion's tooth. And the reason it's called that is because the leaves of the dandelion plant are quite serrated and spiky, right? Like teeth. However, in French, they don't call it dent de lion. They call it pissenlit, which literally means piss the bed, because dandelion is a diuretic. And I find that really funny. You fucking nerd. I don't know why this is news to you. Who's pissing on who? Whoa. Xavier, were you asleep? Did you just come back from like the depths of your dream? Oh no, wait, no. Xavier, aren't you supposed to be asleep? No, dandelion is a diuretic. It's also really good for jaundice, but it can make you pee more often. So, pissenlit. It's just really funny to buy like a pop that's called like piss the bed pop, you know? I heard you say dandelion and burdock from a distance. It's been so long since I've had it. I also really miss Ribena. Okay, William, thank you. Thank you. I was so confused when they were like, do you want some squash? So in the UK, they have basically really, like condensed juice that you are supposed to dilute with water, and you can dilute it to different degrees depending on how strong you like it, right? And that is called squash. Squash can come in a variety of flavors. So Ribena is very popular. It's often a black currant flavor, right? But of course, coming from Canada, squash means like a pumpkin, like an acorn squash. So just being there and it being like, you know, late in the evening, they're like, do you want some squash? And I was like, well, I've already eaten. But also then just being like, why do we not do this here? Like, we pay more to buy this already diluted, right? At that point, you're just paying for water. If you get things like really condensed, then you're just paying more for the flavor. I mean, that's why I like those Mio squirts so much. You're not just paying for all the water. It's just Mio squash, exactly. There are some streamers who probably would have viewers that would buy bottles of piss the bed. Oh, for sure. So French people just say, it's called pissenlit. Yeah. Lucozade. Okay, I don't know that one. That sounds like a medicine. I just also miss how black currant is such a common flavor over there. I love black currant. It's a really uncommon flavor in North America. The price of Mio's going up. Oh no. Oh no, is the price of Mio gonna go up? Dude, we're about to be hit with a lot of uncomfortable price increases, aren't we? Hi, Hazardous. How are you doing? Just like a Kiki the bed okay, yes. I missed that. It already has for you, bro. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of that. Black and red currant, yeah. Okay, let me check. Jake, are you there? They ask for wee all the time. Okay, Xavier, go to sleep. You better get to sleep. Hi, Nick. How are you? Hello. Glucosade is a terrible beverage name. It just sounds like a awful, like, cough medicine or something. Jake, are you there? I see 2 minutes ago you sent a reminder. If you're still there, I can do your name and tricks. I might have Wet Plans Grave. That's fair. I'm not shitting on the drink, just the name. You've been on a 14-hour shift. Tell you to get the fuck to sleep. Nick, go the fuck to sleep. Can we bitch, Nick? Lamisa, thank you for gifting a sub to Mio Squirt. I don't know who this person is, but they're after my own heart. had what Sick Shay craved as a child. As a kid, I fucking loved, does anyone here remember Dimetapp? It tasted like grape. And then it was widely recalled for having something in it that was really bad for kids. Anyway, I fucking loved that shit as a kid. And I still love like really grape flavored things because they remind me of the purple medicine. Rusty, go the fuck to sleep. Yeah, it was like really intense grape, yeah. Jake, there you are. Okay, Jake. J. A. K. E. Jake, Jake, Jake. Jake, 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 Jake. Jake, 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 Jake. Jake, Jake. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Jake, 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 Jake. Jake. Jake, 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 Jake. I hope you sleep well, Jake. When are you back to your main setup? I am heading back tomorrow. So I will be back at my main setup for Thursday night stream. Is that a fan or a fish tank you can hear? There is a fan, and there is also a fountain in the backyard. That sounds so grandiose. There's a water feature in the backyard. I don't know if you can hear it with the fan on though, so probably just the fan. But with the fan off, you can definitely hear the water feature. Hold on, let me try to bring the microphone up a little bit. Up a little bit. That's a little better, isn't it? Yeah, so things really got thrown off, and in hindsight, this was not a wise decision for me to make this trip at this time. But it was, I was overly optimistic. Also, I have been meaning to be out here. If you guys remember, in like January and February, I made a couple trips out here. And I meant to be coming out here more often. And then Cloud got sick, and her treatment was like, took weeks to resolve with like multiple appointments. And then my PC was breaking down, and I had to be like in town to be like checking in with the tech shop and waiting for parts to arrive. And then Nimbus had to go to the vet, and then I didn't, monitoring her and not wanting to take her out of town right away. It was just like multiple things. And now it's months later. Yeah, it was just like back to back, and there wasn't like a good gap. And so part of me was like, oh, okay, well, we've got this big event coming up. But also like, what if I don't take this trip now, and then like Cloud gets sick again, and I can't, do you know what I mean? I was like, they're good to travel right now. And like, I talked to the people here. I was like, I need to get a bunch of work done. They were like, that's okay. And I was like, there will be benefits to being here. Like, I'm getting home cooked meals. I don't have to cook for myself. I don't have to like go out and get groceries and hurt my back in the process. So there were like benefits, and I was like, this might outweigh it, and maybe I can just be like really productive and treat it kind of like a working holiday. But that was a really optimistic view of it, because there's also just a lot of stressful and heavy stuff going on here. And even when it's not stressful and heavy, just like having multiple people around instead of like just being able to like exist in my own space, just means that there's more distractions and different people's schedules. And yeah, didn't turn out the way that I had planned, and I feel dumb in hindsight, but I was approaching it with like really like good intentions, and it didn't work out. So at this point it is what it is. It does mean that did put a wrench in. Stop. What? It did put a wrench in how I had things planned out, but yeah. Not that well. I feel like I should have known better, you know? But I'm trying to not beat myself up at this point. I was really beating myself up yesterday, you know? And I felt like, oh my god, I'm letting everyone down. I made this decision. I'm responsible for this, and I fucked everything. I was going down that whole spiral. Hi, Parrot This. Parrot This, thank you for watching on YouTube. So, hindsight's evil. I mean, you can learn lessons from it. But yeah, it's gonna be very busy over the next little bit. Thank you, Trunks. Have a good night. But it is gonna be fun stuff, you guys. It is. I know that I have not been bringing the most fun vibes over the last few streams, but there will be lots of fun vibes. I promise. We got lots of fun things coming up. So it's gonna be a rockier rollout, but luckily this isn't the first time we've done this event. This is the 3rd year in a row we've done this event. So yeah, that's great. That means there's precedent. We kind of know what's going on. I've got templates made up already from past years, so you don't have to do anything but be you and vent if you need to. Well, I appreciate that, Pius. I try not to like trauma dump, but I definitely vent occasionally, but you know, I don't want to do that too much. Sean has his abacus ready. Yeah, Sean, the epic bean counter. Oh, Liam, Nick, you guys are so sweet. Genuinely, and like the fact that despite how stressed and emotional I've been recently, with everything going on, with everything that I need to do, that I still want to show up and hang out with you guys is incredible. Like, and I'm like really introverted as well, you know, like I recharge by being alone, but I genuinely, I love hanging out with you guys, and you have been so supportive of me. So thank you. Like, I can genuinely say, like, I'm not just like here because I feel like I have to be, you know. Yes, Nick, go the fuck to sleep. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, so I don't have like echo or reverb set up. But I can do like a finger trace, or I've got a pen light, or I can do like stone scratching but no reverb. Do you have a preference? Stones, okay. Okay, let's let ska saknet slå G E Z E I C A E T S O T H Os Kazakh Slope. Thank you for the reason. Oof. Okay. Okay, no effects finger. You got it. Okay. Lemon slut. L E M O N S U T It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This fell off the desk, and I thought it was gonna clatter. So I moved my leg instinctively and I bonked my knee on the desk, but I don't think it made any loud noises. So we're gonna count that as a win. Okay, Buddha says, light up my world. Okay. Da, da, da. T H E What's wrong with you if this is soothing? Well, the intention is to be relaxing, so I guess it's working. Not really bad. Yeah, okay. Okay. Good. I was thinking you were being a little weak there. Like, really? It's like not even 10 p.m. Okay. Zephyr Sword, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Ma'am, it's almost midnight. Not in the real time zone that counts. Pacific! Pacific, you bitch. Pacific bitch time. Hell yeah. I'll get behind that. Hi, Red Pyramid. How are you? How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, you're just making fun of yourself. That's fair. That's fair. You'll sleep when your body is ready. You know, Nick, sometimes I think we do reach that point where, like, just lying there and trying to fall asleep is, like, almost doing more harm than good. I don't know if you're actually at that point yet, but I think there is a point where getting up for a little bit can actually be useful. You can't get a buyer or an attic without a seller. That's definitely a joke that works better out loud than in type. Like written down doesn't work as well, but saying it out loud works. Even though that's not actually true. Because I'm just a buzzkill over here. This isn't just Pacific bitch time, this is pedantic bitch time. Breathe. It's me, I'm bitches. All title. It should be, yeah. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock, pedantic bitch time. have to say I really enjoy, not too much, and the way it's delivered matters, but I kind of fuck with a little bit of pedantry. Not just being the pedant also. I think there's a place for a little bit of pedantry. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but often that's how we learn things, is some random pedant being like, well, well, actually. Remind you of what? Of what? The babe. What babe? And like being like hyper correct about things, making sure that things are like super accurately defined or explained. Yeah. That's right. Are you fucking kidding me? Were you just testing me? Like look, scientists, doctors, there are definitely careers where you need to be pedantic. Oh, you actually wanted a reminder. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's right. Instead of reading it as you being like, oh, that's right. I thought you were like, that's right. Good job. Deep fried, you love grape timed. Wait, deep fried. Are you at that point in the stream? No, cherry is not okay. Yeah, it has to be grape. You don't have energy for any more sass tonight? Okay, that's fair. I'll try not to sass you too much then. Hi, gentle tap. Oh, well, I hope you have a very relaxing rest of your evening. And thank you for the look. Purple drink, yeah. You don't ever get sick now because you're never around kids. Yeah, dude, I used to work with kids. Christ. Yeah, that is, if you want to be sick all the time, work with kids. I should probably not be drinking more caffeine at 10 p.m. I should probably not drink that anymore of that. Kids are disgusting. They are, like, not even in a mean way, not in a, like, hating kids way. They're just, like, literally germ factories. They're really gross. But then hopefully they learn and stop being so gross. But a lot of them don't. Because there's a lot of disgusting adults as well. I know, Matt. Hello. How you doing? Now, if I do catch a cold, it is almost guaranteed to be after riding the bus. Kids 100% spread COVID. They were definitely a big part of it, but so were a lot of stupid and also obstinate people. I remember during COVID being at the grocery store. This was like when it was like full on, like full PPE kind of vibes. I'll remember watching someone in the grocery store pick up a bunch of cilantro, pull their mask down, bury their nose in the cilantro, smell it, and then be like, nah, and put it back on the shelf. A grown fucking adult Yeah. I also see grown fucking adults coughing in their hands and then just touching all. I'm like, I worked in preschool. Preschool kids can learn to do the vampire sneeze, you know? Sneeze in your elbow. So fucking easy. The easiest fucking thing. Cough in your elbow. No. Adults are just like... You called a lady a cunt for not masking the story. 50% of the population was too dumb to mask, and half of the half that did was too stupid to use them responsibly. It was turbo disappointing view in terms of general human intelligence. I also feel like my perception of human intelligence has gone down a lot since then. Yeah. And I remember, I feel so stupid now, I remember near the beginning of the pandemic thinking like, okay, this is going to be horrible and difficult. People are going to die. It's going to be very, like, not diminishing any of that, but trying to look for a silver lining and being like, however, I bet this is going to increase, like, so much empathy. People are going to become so much more empathetic of their common, you know, common humanity. People will become more empathetic to people that live with chronic illnesses, more empathetic to people that need health accommodations. I know. Apparently not. People are worse now than they were before. Did Canada run out of toilet paper? I mean, we had toilet paper hoarders and all of that too. Didn't know it was called a vampire sneeze. Look at this, like, swooping the cape, you know? Oh, I worked with kids, they like that, but when given the option to become more empathetic, they chose to be pathetic instead. People pew-pewed people. Okay, well, I'm in Canada, so that didn't happen, but people were still idiotic and cruel, so, yeah, it was very, very disappointing. And it was also one thing that really, really pissed me off is that, so I don't know what the system is like in America, but in Canada, like, for people that are on like a certain, like a disability income, right? They receive a certain amount and it has not gone up in years and years and years, like way too long. It is way below the poverty line. And then when COVID hit, the government put out kind of like a temporary universal basic income scheme where they straight up said, yeah, the minimum that people need to survive is like $2,000 a month, which is more than people on disability get. And people on disability arguably need more than the basic amount because they've got additional struggles. And then COVID ended and that system was wound down and disability is still as low as it was before. We didn't get stimulus checks, we got monthly, like, universal basic income if for people that lost their jobs. Yeah. The government just sent out like $2,000 a month. But you had to qualify for it. But then afterwards, like, it is such a like, it's just like they're spitting on people that need extra help. Like a stipend, yeah, but it was like a monthly thing, like for several months. And then if you were, like, a lot of people had to pay it back afterwards, because they didn't do a super thorough check to get it because their priority was like getting the money out quickly. So people that cheated the system have had to pay it back. But yeah, anyways, that really pissed me off too. I'm like, you straight up admitted that people need more than that, and yet you have not increased the amount going to people with disabilities. That too, Pious. That just poverty level should be higher, yeah. Wait, y'all pay taxes too? Yes, yeah. Higher tax. Yeah, that's why we have things like universal health care and such through taxes. Maybe that would be awesome and the world can afford it. That's the... Oh. We could absolutely afford it. We could absolutely afford it. I know. I don't think it'll ever happen, but... You know, it would be really cool if we're stuck in an AI world anyways, it'd be cool if that was like one of the goals. Like, yes, it's going to be a rocky transition, but one of the ultimate goals of bringing all this AI into the workplace, which will cause, and already is causing a lot of people to lose their jobs, is that it's going to save so much money that then we can introduce a universal basic income. But you know that's not fucking gonna happen. Sorry, this is not a cozy conversation. Hold on, I get very, I get kind of spicy and riled up. But, let's get back to being cozy. Why don't we read a fable? Hi, Cody. Thank you for the gift sub too. So anyway, no, I know, Veg. I was having a conversation the other night and I was talking about the whole Twitch AI situation and more broadly about Twitch and I was so, I mean, you guys saw me crash out on the Discord when that got announced. Anyways, this was just the other night though and I was so angry about it. I was literally pacing while talking about it. I know, but like something that's happened like from kind of like the pandemic kind of triggering it, but in the fallout and the aftermath and various political happenings and certain files and now the whole AI thing is just made me realize that there are far more people than I would have previously thought that I think are actually like evil. Do you know what I mean? Like not just stupid or ignorant or a little greedy, like evil. And that's really uncomfortable to just realize that. Ortax, thank you for the 300 bits. Thank you. Salary caps for every human should top out at 1 million. Yeah. There should definitely be caps. Yeah. Yeah. A traveler hired an ass to convey him to a distant place. The day being intensely hot, and the sun shining in its strength, the traveler stopped to rest and sought shelter from the heat under the shadow of the ass. As this afforded only protection for one, and as the traveler and the owner of the ass both claimed it, a violent dispute arose between them as to which of them had the right to the shadow. The owner of the ass maintained that he had let the ass only and not his shadow. The traveler asserted that he had, with the hire of the ass, hired his shadow also. The quarrel proceeded from words to blows, and while the men fought, the ass galloped off. And the moral of this is that in quarreling about the shadow, we often lose the substance. I feel like rip ass has a very different connotation. Yeah, some dude with just like the most, just like packing a whole bakery, casting the shadow. That's amazing. Yeah, he lives. He ran off. He's like, you don't get to shelter under my butt shadow. This is called the Quack Frog. A frog, once upon a time, came forth from his home in the marsh and proclaimed to all the beasts that he was a learned physician, skilled in the use of drugs and able to heal all diseases. A fox asked him, "How can you pretend to prescribe for others when you are unable to heal your own lame gait and wrinkled skin?" Damn, fox. That's uncalled for. Damn. Okay. If you're a good doctor, why are you so fucking ugly? This one's a little longer. I mean, it's still very short because it's a fable, but let's see. The Fox and the Goat. A fox one day fell into a deep well and could find no means of escape. A goat, overcome with thirst, came to the same well, and seeing the fox, inquired if the water was good. Concealing his sad plight under a merry guise, the fox indulged in a lavish praise of the water, saying it was excellent beyond measure, and encouraging him to descend. The goat, mindful only of his thirst, thoughtlessly jumped down. But just as he drank, the fox informed him of the difficulty they were both in, and suggested a scheme for their common escape. "If," said he, "you will place your 4 feet upon the wall and bend your head, I will run up your back and escape, and will help you out afterwards." The goat readily assented, and the fox leapt upon his back. Steadying himself with the goat's horns, he safely reached the mouth of the well and made off as fast as he could. When the goat upbraided him for breaking his promise, he turned around and cried out, "You foolish old fellow! If you had as many brains in your head as you have hairs in your beard, you would never have gone down before you had inspected the way up, nor have exposed yourself to dangers from which you had no means of escape." And the moral of that story is to look before you leap. And I can finally turn the fan off. And now you can hear someone pissing in the background. No, I'm joking, but you can hear the water feature now. It's finally cool enough to turn the fan off. Hey, Pink Floyd. By the way, it's not piss. It's true, but going down first usually doesn't end like that. Like, you should always go down first. That was my biggest fan tonight. I know. Ow. Okay. That was really weird. I just had a weird jolt of pain go through my arm for no reason. I'm good. Sometimes it's nice to get a break from the fire. You're such a hater. Hey, Thor, I ate lamb last night. I've not had a proper meal yet today, but I will have more lamb after stream. Red meat. Gonna chew on them bones. You hear it a lot with the fire. Did you miss the reading? No. Did you see the announcement? We're not reading tonight. I'll be back home for Thursday night stream, and we're gonna read then. We're gonna finish the book on Thursday. I did just read some Aesop's Fables, but you were there for that, right? So, yeah. Yeah, you were. So, but no, we didn't read any Mysterious Island tonight. Yeah, totally, Buddha. Yeah, I would like to have a little bit of variety as well. That'd be nice to set up. I like rain sounds a lot. I like storm sounds a lot. Around Halloween, I sometimes have that like cauldron bubbling, you know. Yeah, thunderstorm sounds are really good. You're on a Is that, are you putting times like 10:15 to 11:15, or is that like, that can't mean, you can't be talking about temperature because that would be insane. I don't understand what you're saying about the thunderstorm sounds. What do you mean? Oh, times. Okay. So, you guys, Mysterious Island lasted right till the end of August. Now, I had talked about, after finishing Mysterious Island, we might read the next Oz book and then get into spooky season, but I think that's not going to happen. I think we're going to be jumping right into spooky season after this book. You're tempted to read out of it. I know. We're so close to the end. I'm so sorry. In the front book, yeah. You're relaxed for the first time all week, really? I'm glad you're relaxed. Hi, Asuka. What kind of earbuds do you use? They're IEMs. The brand is Linzal. Can someone on the Twitch side scroll down to my About Me section? It'll say what my IEMs are, and copy paste it in chat. Just my laptop cannot handle loading tabs right now. But yeah, they're Linzal IEMs, and I just got them from Amazon, so thank you. Thank you. Let me post that. Actually, can you post that in the YouTube chat for Azakoth Lemon Slut? Sorry. Artax, thanks for watching over on YouTube. Yeah, the ZS10 Pro X. Thank you, Lemon Slut. Thank you so much. Yeah, they're really good and very affordable. And my main complaint about them is that so you can separate them. They are meant to do this, but I find that they separate a little more easily than I'd like. So when you're like taking them off, the earbud sometimes will just like fall and bounce on the floor. So you have to like watch where they're going. But that's not like a massive complaint. Like they don't fall off while you're wearing them. It's just like if they get caught on things, they detach a little more easily than I would like. But Floor Lumber, how you doing? Oh, I said that I would repeat this, so I'm gonna. for everyone on Twitch, reminder that if you want to be able to take advantage of the sub discounts during September, which actually starts this Friday on August the 28th, if you have any streamers that you are just sub to and it just automatically renews, if you want to be able to get the deal in September, even for just 1 month, you need to cancel your subs and then resub, okay? So if you want to be getting deals, and there's no reason not to, if you let it renew, you'll pay full price. But if you cancel now and then resub during the event, then you will get 25% off. Your day literally started at 7:30 a.m. with Nat yelling at Pokemon. Oh, nice. Wait, so did you have 2 streams today? And Buddha, you went to both? I was only there for part of the Floor Lumber stream. Nat definitely wakes up earlier than I do. Gaming one? Okay, yeah. Three. Wait, Nat, you did 3 streams today. Jesus Christ. Oh, stream streak. Oh my god, Johnny. Thank you for telling me that, because I have to look over to where the those don't show up in the chat that I'm looking at. Johnny, thank you for that 50 stream streak. Johnny, would you like a name trace? Yeah, so thank you for calling my attention to it. Really appreciate it. Just let me know if you'd like a name trace, Johnny. Yeah. Do you have a preference for what kind of name traces you like? I have no fancy effects. We are bare bones. Dealer's choice. Okay. Sorry, this chair is really squeaky. I didn't realize how squeaky it is because we had the fan on. And now that it's so much more quiet in here, it's really squeaky. Okay. Okay, Johnny. J. Oh. N. Nat just never sleeps. I'm over here already feeling inadequate. And then Nat's just like, yeah, I streamed on like all 7 of my accounts today and made 10 YouTube videos. Shut the fuck up, Nat. No, I'm joking. You're a Brit, you love waking up to my streams. Oh, yay. Nice. That's awesome. Johnny, I'm glad you could join us. The slander. No, it is inspiring. I'm just like, I'm really glad that Nat's not like a bitch. Because then I would like really hate her for being so prolific. But she's actually freaking awesome, so instead it's just really inspiring. How you doing, little Luna Bean? How you doing? You know, Luna, you have been like actually watching from the YouTube side. You do know that if you are actually watching from YouTube, not just popping over there just for this, you do get free redeems over there. So if you'd like anything, Luna, just let me know, because I really appreciate that you've been watching from YouTube. Oh, thank you, Artax. Also, Luna, Buddha says hi. I don't know why he won't just go tell you himself over on YouTube, but I've been asked to convey the message. It really smells like soup. Dang. Are you tired? Buddha, are you tired? Oh no. Oh no, Buddha's so tired. Not just the aspect ratio, your eyes are a little more blue on the tubes. Really? I feel like, just based off of the OBS, I feel like my eyes are looking very gray right now. Go for a glowing name trace. Do you mean like with the pen? Buddha. Luna says hi. They look Athena gray. What's Athena gray? No, Buddha, I'm just razzing you a little. It's all good. What kind of soup? I don't know. Definitely, like, it's got that, like, very, like, umami vibes, you know? Okay, Moonbeam, Luna, oh, B, E, A, N, L, U, N, A, Moonbeam, Luna, Moonbeam, Luna. How did platforms individually, think I say mommy vibes instead of umami vibes. The Greek goddess Athena, her gray eyes of wisdom. Oh, okay, okay. Right. What type of soup? It's got real mommy vibes. You made the walk over? Hell yeah, Buddha. Also, ooh, how's that going? I was just talking to someone who's I don't know that they're actually gonna start it, but it was like an idea they were having, so I hope it goes well. Day 3, yeah, so still really, really new, yeah. Oh my god, lemon spot. Thank you for the gift sub to Mommy Soup. How is there a Twitch account for literally everything? It looks different on your same PC between here and the tubes. That's so interesting. I have no idea why it's being sent out by OBS. It's the same canvas. There's no reason it should look different. Talking to Phil much. Oh, nice, nice. Artax, yes, you may. You absolutely can request a fable. Compression all goes. Oh, okay. Random. Okay. All right. Let's read another fable. The Widow and the Sheep. Artax, thank you for the 500 biddies. What do you mean you broke it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. A certain poor widow had one solitary sheep. At shearing time, wishing to take his fleece and to avoid expense, she sheared him herself, but used the shears so unskillfully that with the fleece she sheared the flesh. The sheep, writhing with pain, said, "Why do you hurt me so, mistress? What weight can my blood add to the wool? If you want my flesh, there is the butcher who will kill me in an instant. But if you want my fleece and wool, there is the shearer who will shear and not hurt me." And the moral of this story is hire a fucking professional, or as Aesop puts it, the least outlay is not always the greatest gain. AKA, there's a time and a place for DIY, and sheep shearing isn't it. DIY. What? Hello? Wait. Can you guys still see me? I just got... No. Oh Lord. Reconnected? Reconnecting? Tell me when I'm back. I should be back. Am I back? Back? Okay. I just It should be okay. Jesus. Probably. I actually have no idea why. Probably Wi-Fi. That's another thing, is that like when I stream from home, I am hardwired in. But here I am using Wi-Fi, which is less reliable. The apes and the two travelers. Two men, one who always spoke the truth, and the other who told nothing but lies, were traveling together, and by chance came to the land of apes. One of the apes, who had raised himself to be king, commanded them to be seized and brought before him, that he might know what was said of him among men. He ordered, at the same time, that all the apes be arranged in a long row on his right hand and on his left, and that a throne be placed for him, as was the custom among men. After these preparations, he signified that the two men should be brought before him, and greeted them with this salutation. "What sort of a king do I seem to you to be, O strangers?" The lying traveler replied, "You seem to me a most mighty king. And what is your estimate of those you see around me?" "These," he made answer. Reconnect? Hello, am I back? Am I back? We're back. Jeez Louise. The train scared OBS. On this, the truthful traveler thought to himself, if so great a reward be given for a lie, with what gift may not I be rewarded if, according to my custom, I tell the truth? The ape quickly turned to him. "And pray, how do I and these my friends around me seem to you?" "Thou art," he said, "a most excellent ape, and all these thy companions after thy example are excellent apes also." The king of the apes, enraged at hearing these truths, gave him over to the teeth and claws of his companions. The end. Oh, they didn't like that. Okay, that actually made me think of, in the movie The Great Mouse Detective, how all the mice have to lie to Ratigan and pretend that he's a mouse even though he's a rat, and then that one mouse gets totally fucking hammered and they're singing that like song to honor Ratigan. They're like, "Oh, Ratigan," and he's just like downing pint after pint, and then he calls him a rat, and then Ratigan feeds him to the cat. Similar vibes. It is honestly one of the best Disney movies. It's so good. It's so good. With like a really unnecessarily sexy mouse in it. Also, Fidget is great. Yes, that's it, Richard. That's The Great Mouse Detective. You should watch it. It's basically, it's like a Sherlock Holmes, but they're all mice. He's Basil of Baker Street. He did Starchives. It's very much implied that, right? You see a man playing, like the silhouette of a man playing the violin upstairs. Yeah. You forgot about the sexy mouse? Dude, it's crazy. There's like a bar that all the mice go to, and it is like a dive bar. And they're all just getting hammered, and there's a stage for a performance, and this mouse gets on and is doing the whole like innocent girl act, and then she just starts taking off all her clothes, and she's like a can-can dancer, and she's like, hey fellas. It's really wild for a children's movie. Am I lagging? Probably a little bit. Are you mixing up mouse movies? Nope. 100% that is The Great Mouse Detective. I feel very, very sure. You must have blocked that out. Yeah, that's 100% Great Mouse Detective. I'm not saying that there aren't sexy mice in other, like, I will say Bianca, you know, I could see her be like, she's classy, man. She's in The Rescuers, right? Great Mouse Detective is like, she's like a saloon girl doing like a striptease on stage. Very different vibes from Bianca. There was a Chinese American martial arts comedy called Shanghai Nights, where Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson were the main protagonists. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I never saw that one. I have heard of it, but I've never seen it. Jake from The Rescuers Down Under is also a ridiculously sexy mouse. The kangaroo rat. Yeah, the Australian mouse. Sexy mouse tier list. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the Can girl's name. Okay, well, who are the other mice? Can we get some affirmations? Maybe. Yeah, we'll do a few before I wind up. I probably will be wrapping up kind of soon. We're coming up on 3 hours, so. That game similar to Mickey Mouse called Mouse P.I. Probably not. I'm not familiar with it. I'm not really into Mickey Mouse. The 1K is off. Yeah, I'll end with some of those, okay? And that'll be very soon, because I'm going to be ending stream soon, so. In fact, I'm going to shut the gates. We'll go for about 15 more minutes. And I'll end with some sleepy affirmations, okay? Hey, Floral. The scent of soup is wafting up from the kitchen. Is it really suppressing your appetite, Buddha? I mean, that's one of the goals, right? I also, haven't really eaten today. very soon, but this way I won't get like lightheaded from low blood sugar. Damn, I'm dropping a lot of frames. Some dark chocolate. Oh my god, I was so upset the other day, yesterday, I just ate like a whole chocolate bar. I just ate an entire chocolate bar. It really needs all 60 every second. Yeah, it just gives it that like anime charm. Bowman! Continuing your gifts up from Floral Ember. Well, thank you, Floral, for gifting that, and Bowman. Thank you for still hanging out here. Close gaze right when you said that's right, Falco. Or no. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream in about 10 minutes, so. But thank you for thinking of me. When did you do that? 3 months ago. Or 2 months ago. It's just entered the 3rd month. You do no such thing, you're a poor woman. I mean, Twitch has got the receipts. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You did do it. Unless Bowman, like, logged in on your account to gift himself from your account. But that would be really weird. Yes, and remember, you guys, remember again, remember, if you are someone that has recurring subscriptions on Twitch, cancel them so you can sign up, you can resub to those streamers in September and get 25% off. Which, if you've got like several that you're sub to, 25% off each of them, like that's gonna add up. Yes, September, which starts this Friday, August the 28th. Doesn't that take money from your pocket? Usually, but not during September, I believe, unless they've changed that. Historically, during September, Twitch covers the sale. Beantember is now no. Beantember starts September 1st, so it starts a couple days after September starts. But yeah, yeah. Domtember, Who said anything about that? Yeah. Soft Dom Timber. A whole month of Sundays, exactly. Wait, isn't that an expression? Like, not in a month of Sundays. Hell yeah. I'm gonna take you to church. Yeah, I think it is. It just means like not in a long time. Yeah. That got real kinky real fast. Look, it's near the end of stream. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Daddy? We can't do this, guys. We're live on Puppy YouTube. Okay, our tags, I feel like you're riffing on the joke, but that's actually like so hot. So that's like leaving the realm of joking and like actually just sounds like really hot. So let's like Let's rein it in. Don't make me turn the fan on again. Thank you for doing these cozy little attic streams. Oh man, thank you. Yeah, I've been feeling all, just, the quality isn't great. We're dropping lots of frames. Stream keeps disconnecting, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. Thank you. You keep us sane even though you're feeling insane. I'll take it. I like that. Sadist Ember. I feel like that's like different vibes though. Show me the wig now that it's not on. Girl. What's the magic word? The magic word is not step on me. No. No. Holy shit. When you're out of pocket, there's a reasonable expectation of slightly scuffed broadcast. Yeah, I know. It's just... I really appreciate it, Bowman. Leia. It is what it sounds like, Valcor, but I'm glad you're able to stream it all from it out. Thank you, Leia. Thank you. That's insane, Nat. Telling your boyfriend to tell me that you'll bark. Bowman says she will, though. Holy shit. Oh my god. To quote John Waters from his NPR interview, we can make reading sexy again. If you go home with someone and they don't have books, I usually say don't fuck them. If you go home with someone and they don't own books, don't fuck them. 100%. Bowman and you were just cackling together. I love that. That's what Jinxie's raid message says, step on me. Yeah. Excuse me, who we fucking? Not people who don't own books, that's for sure. Lemon Side, thank you for the gift sub too. Bark, bark, bark. What if they have Join the Dots books? That doesn't count, Simon, I'm sorry. Like, it's fine if they own those, but that can't be the only books they own. Non-book owners. Magazines don't count either. True. Also, once I went over to hang out with someone, and they only had their textbooks. This was years ago, so more like university times. They only owned textbooks. What the fuck? Hi David, you love the channel. Thank you. You have a question? How do I feel about cowboys? Just in general, as a genre? Are you asking? I think I really like horses. So if people work with horses, I think that's cool. I'm definitely more into English riding versus Western riding. And I think that cowboys, look, this is an unpopular opinion. I know you've got this whole aesthetic history around the cowboy hat, but it is so fucking irresponsible to be riding horses without a helmet on. People are out here doing barrel racing and not protecting their squishy little nogs. Cronies, sound like your mom? And you miss her? Okay, well, as long as it's a positive association, I'm okay with that. Thoughts on John Wayne? I don't watch a lot of Westerns. Exceptions are made. Like, I won't like watch something because it's a Western, but there are things in the Western genre that I've really loved because they're just quality. What's the difference between Western writing and English writing? Okay, well, lots for starters. So the tack is completely different. So in Western writing, it's a huge, heavy saddle. It's got the big horn on the front. That's for roping, right? And it's got the huge bucket stirrups. And when you put your feet in the stirrups, your legs hang almost straight down. Like, not a little bit of natural bend in your knee, but like not a lot. Also, when the horse trots, you sit the trot because you've got this big cushy saddle, so you sit down into it. Also, now this doesn't always happen, but traditional Western riding uses neck reining. What that means is the reins on either side of the horses, it attaches to the bit on the bridle, two separate straps, and you touch the horse's neck with the rein and it will turn away from it. Whereas in English riding, it's a loop and you pull the horse's head and it turns towards the pole. So different styles of reining. Much smaller saddle. So you sit kind of more perched on the horse's back. The stirrups are metal, and instead of just like putting your whole boot in it, you want to like balance that on the ball of your foot, and you hike the stirrups up shorter so there's like a considerable bend in your knee. And when the horse trots, which is the bumpiest gait, you want to lift yourself out of the saddle with the outside shoulder. It's called posting. So you kind of like go with the bounce of the horse as a way of like shock absorption. So those are some very little basics. Also, the way that you dress is completely different. But you have very different tack and riding style. English riding has made it very like you wear a helmet. You just do. Western riding, I don't know, they think they're too cool for protecting their skulls or something. And it's kind of sad to think about all the very preventable head injuries that have occurred because of that. Artax, thank you for the 200 bits. Horse girl Lauren Abundance here. Hi, Sky. Hi, CS. How are you doing? Oh, Cronus. I'm not sure if it's Cronies or Cronus, but I'm so sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry. David, do you agree? Was that about the helmet thing? I will say, like, I do like cowboy hats. I just think that when you're riding, it's not enough. But I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know if that's exactly what you were asking, David. But because you can't read Black Beauty again to another little girl. It's pretty tragic. Yeah. Anyway, I've always preferred English riding, which is not, if you're into Western riding, please don't take that as like a challenge or whatever. Different people like different things. However, because I live in BC, which is West Coast, Western riding is like pretty common here because we're out west, right? Even though I'm not in America. And so like my first instances of riding, like going on trail rides, was all with Western tack, but I don't know. I prefer writing English. I find it more comfortable. You like to wear obnoxiously large hats to the cinema. That's so diabolically rude. You didn't kill an hat if you don't take that back. Okay, we should probably start thinking about wrapping up, which means, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the affirmations, Buddha. You guys trying to distract me talking about horses and bondage. My two weaknesses. Oh, good night, Richard. Thank you for hanging out. Pony, no. I was not going there. Horses in bondage. I mean, you could argue that that's just horses being tacked up. I mean, like, I used to drive carriages, and it does involve a lot of leather straps and a really big whip. I had the most insane whip muscle. I've lost it now because I haven't driven for a few years. Where's father when I need him most? Yeah, he's not, he can't help you tonight. One day I'll enter your stream to a normal conversation. Good fucking luck, CS. Really, Paez? Oh gosh. You've always heard of Western riding, but not really English riding, so it's helpful. And the camp you help out in winter gives horse riding. They make sure to have helmets. Yeah, I mean, like for instance, when I went on like trail rides as a kid, even though it was Western tack, they still made us wear helmets. Obviously, for legal reasons, they want to cover that, but usually if someone's like riding their own horse, Western, you don't see a lot of helmet wearing. Yeah, you loved English riding. What the hell, Lemon Slut? How does... Thank you for the gift sub to Shibari Waluigi. What? How does that account exist? How does that exist? Who wants to truss up Waluigi? Or wait. Or is he trussing up others? You do? Oh, okay, well, asked and answered. I guess that's Buddha salt. Okay, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. And we'll end the Twitch stream very, soon, but we're gonna do some closing stuff. Let me just say to YouTube, sorry, we're getting a little chaotic in our conversation. Yes, you guys, we're live on Puppy YouTube. We need to behave. We're not rating quite yet, but we will, like, in about, 10 minutes. For YouTube, first of all, thank you to everyone who watched over on YouTube. It helps enormously. I genuinely mean that. I'm so grateful. If you've enjoyed this and you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. That would also be extremely, extremely helpful. And if you're over on Twitch and you haven't subbed to my YouTube channel, that's free version on YouTube. really annoying that they use the same word. But anyways, make sure to sub to my YouTube channels. It would be very, very helpful. We are trying to unlock the program before they raise the metrics that we need. Or else, yeah, exactly. I will be back on Thursday night. And if you are, I genuinely don't know if there's anyone listening to this that isn't also like from Twitch or whatever, but in case there's anyone new listening to this, I have a second YouTube channel where I read books, and so on Thursday I will also be going live to that one. I'll be going live to that one first. We're going to be finishing our current book, which is The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne. If you like soft-spoken book reading, got a little tiny taste of it when I was reading the Aesop's Fables, but we read books here. And after we finish The Mysterious Island, then over September, October, that is spooky season here, aka we read classic horror. There's going to be some awesome horror being read, all public domain stuff. So make sure you are subbed to both the YouTube channels. And yeah, thank you so much. Okay, now if you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere, but I am going to end the YouTube stream.